So, all right, guys. Happy Saturday, and hopefully you guys are staying safe and enjoying the weekend. So it's like for me a promise that every day to show up and sharing some valuable insights, what I'm learning, and the perspective of my business perspective at the same time of my audience of dental professionals, founders, um, even for the creative creator professionals that sharing my journey. So it's all about that happening for to making impact and inspire other people and adding value to people's life. So as I start regular with the similar way I do follow, it is like rough and like random conversations. Just I have not made anything scripted, so I just put the things that the recently today I have most of the time think of and keep in my mind, just in excuse me, analyzing the things. So I thought to based on and topic on those related topics that give me the energy, actually the flow, maintain my rhythm, maintain my excitement. So today's I'm going to express my I express my ideas, express my ideas, not because I'm a very professional person, because if I'm going to touch a little bit of my uh, non-professional expression as well. Because of that, that it's boring that every time if I do speak like the way that as a professional persons, it doesn't shows I'm a human person. It doesn't shows there I have also a wild part, right? So I'm a human too, as like you. So it's part of showing our good side, showing our bad side. It doesn't matter that if you judge me or not, but I want to keep things here informative at the same time as well. At the same time that I want to make sure that it this conversation flows playfully. So yeah. So as you may notice that we have chosen today's topic to talk about loyal patient acquisitions. So I've been a little bit of actively looking at some concerns of some of the groups on Facebook and podcast and even YouTube, that the top player in the dental space, they have been sharing their concerns. Most of them are dental people, marketing people. They have been sharing their perspective. But what I have found that is that they're the actual the hero, actual the challengers, I would say, the dentist and the caregivers, right? So their challenges are actually missing. So uh, at some point that I have been uh, recently, just I have been most of them content I have been understanding and consuming, that all of them were marketing related. But now today I got some interactions, real interactions are behind every healthcare professionals, physicians and doctors, like dentists, even how their life is professional life is so challenging. Even we cannot see as a sometimes we do strive for the best quality of care, but we don't see their behind their struggles. Even that the system of this way that we have designed, that it is I found that most of them are uh, the way they have doing that, the practice and they are in the clinical job that is not aligned, and sometimes it's ended eventually like it ended up in like burnout. That so many like dentists have been like sharing their journey, miserable journeys about they are like not have like maintaining the time, and like more focus on like patients health, but keeping apart their like their mental health and physical health as well. So this part when I started to like observing, started to like understanding, it's like since my one of value is my empathy. So first when I started my mission to like empower enhancing the communications, like healthcare communications, I was focused on that how I can improve patients life, right? Patients communications in terms of like health and the well-being. But now when I like shifted my mindsets on like physician perspective and doctor's perspective, now I can see that how challenging their life is, how miserable their life is. They are like surviving the way that's really hit me hard to like learn about their challenges, and that's where I'm more like getting much more insights about to like how can solve them that problems and real issues. Since then like I shifted my mindsets that it is or not on not every time that to think about like patients perspective, but at the same time that we need to as a marketer to learn about to like doctor's perspective as well, right? Since we are a marketer that we mostly focus on to like help like mostly doctors and the business side as well, but they have also like a lot of like many mental pressures as well. So I've been like uh, observing and reading some of the group comments there that how miserable their life is, and like the practice they have been involved in like 24 hours. And even there is also like distinguishes and like differences, a lot of like beliefs, difference between in difference let's say their values, and there has some sort of designations as well uh, to maintain that a practice, that there are several expertise that you need to and maintain that operations. So there are hygienists, so involved in hygienist and like assistant, associate doctors, even the main dentist. So there what I found that there also have some internal conflict. So how you like solve this issue, solve that matter as a branding and marketing agency and creative agency? How do you like in thinking in like all perspective way that how actually be brand can actually solve these issues, right? And it is so complex. Obviously it is complex, but at the same time that it's worth it, and you will get the benefits like many way possibles, right? So the thing that I do really love to solve, because I had a misconceptions that I do want to like solve like one directions of brand problems or healthcare business problems, right? Maybe the dental, I'm talking about like dental business perspective, dental office perspective. So yeah, now I shifted my mindsets to learn about that the different operational things, different management things, and different there are like supply chain um, that uh, are connected with this business. So a lot of things that need to be considered during running a practice, right? And the leading team and like maintaining that team balance and team like a positive culture. So this is also so important. So having a brand and only understanding about that brand, only understanding about the story, it doesn't actually help much, but understanding overall the business sides, it can be the business and brand sides, like when it comes to business operations, marketing, sales, even like some other parts, supply. There are so many things that is interconnected with these business sides. So the my part is here that I have summed up, because of I am still not full way, like full force of serving my clients. Just I'm as a slow solo like agency owner right now, that I'm just focusing on to like uh, building my small viable audience, targeted or obviously the targeted one. And then just I'm just trying to understand their pain points and how I do really can solve and meet their expectations. From that perspective, I'm just taking a little bit of time, at the same time that I'm also keeping connected with other uh, like marketing and creative uh, companies, that I can touch with them, that what I truly love to enjoy them. Because entrepreneurships and then the skill sets that I have, which is totally different thing. I'm merged together all things, but now I'm just focusing on to right now, and at this moment I'm just focusing on to that there is something that skills, that valuable skills I have, that I need to like demonstrate myself by helping some with small businesses, small practices, small offices. At the same time, if I can provide some value to like small B2B health and dental marketing professionals as well, creative agencies as well. So there it will help me little bit of tractions to gain some profit, and then I will like reinvest on my business, and then how I can actually solve these problems like better way. So this is like the approach that I'm currently following right now, since I'm everything that I'm following like building in public. And I'm also highly appreciate if you like leave any insights and comments. And obviously I will share some of like practicals, like any kind of like guidance or any kind of like mm, procedures of like building brand and building like business. Like if you know practice, you have a skills, that doesn't actually enough, that enough because business and building a practice understanding, like having a skill and the maintaining business and entrepreneurship, it is like totally different things and totally different mindsets, right? So how I can give you some actionable insights that you can also learn and you can also apply in your business. So that's the reasons that I am since I mostly focus on to building brand. uh, when you I know that a lot of here I want to like add another interesting thing, which is that I found that most of the dentists, I found that they don't have a like branding, even like personal branding idea, right? So when you don't let that have that alignment, it is easier to like get burned out. And because of that clarity, because of that alignment you don't have. And obviously that we are living in the highly commercial age, like commercial world, that we cannot like survive without like money. So I know that the situations is it is like that, serving people and get earn some money and like living our life. But in business and when it comes to building brand, it is like another thinking. It is comes like total alignment and total clarity of your journey first, your life first, and then giving the whole clarity, giving the your purpose, spreading your values, spreading your beliefs out in the marketplace. And then people are like know that how you actually transparently, inclusively, you are trying to help people genuinely. You are genuinely want to like transform people's lives through your care, through your skills, through your expertise, right? So the brand is like another kind of form of thinking. It is like an, you know, that it is an intangible form of like investment, right? Most people, let's say that if you want to like hire a marketing agency to do some run some ad campaigns, and then you know the numbers, right? Of course you can define that numbers, that how much you want to generate and how much you want to invest on in returns, how you will get, how much you will get. But in the brand perspective, that it is like it will stay with you for the, if you define from the fundamental from the beginning, that it will last forever, right? So it is like intangible, and it's ore that when you keep spreading your brand voice and values, and um uh, then you will see that compound effect, right? It is not about like that you can build this like an overnight, but rather you just focus on to like having patience and having that fundamentals alignment with your purpose, that aligns with your soul purpose, aligns with your heart, that actually give you the extra advantage and competitive edge. Because you know that learning skills like it takes maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 years, but when we actually involved in the business, involved in the career, involved in the job, then after like going through like few years that we actually don't love this job, or we don't love this career. Like most people thinks that it is like straightforward, uh, their career, it is like fixed, and they think like straightforward career choice, and without like having a like alignment, when they can see that the it is like fully distracting, and it is sometimes that uncontrollable, because starting in the school or starting in the university and working with the people, like from solving the right real problems, it is way more harder, right? It is totally different. So what are you gonna do? Like it is like having that fundamental, having that understanding of your foundational of your brand, and defining your personal brand. This is the first thing that you really need to know. So I would love to share with you that a personal brand guide that you can discover yourselves. You can give some allow yourself to learn about that, how you actually build that personal brand, and how you like turn that into your practice, and actual you can build your practice brand as well. Just understanding your personal brand, you can use this, implement this to build your personal brand. So that's the thing that will you will need to know to avoid burnout. Because you will eventually, that every human being, we are like born with inevitably that pain is inevitable. Whether you have a successful life, whether you have unsuccessful, right, you have to go through this. But when you have that meaning, when you have that purpose, but you don't have to worry about those things. It's like surrendering things, that what you are capable of, what you are not capable of. It is identifying your unique strength, unique creative force, and the hidden genius and your potential, right? So that's what that it will help you. So I would love to like share with you a quick guide that you can assess yourselves, that understanding your personal brand. I'm so excited to share with you, but also I'd love to hear from you that if you want to grab this, I will leave out to like very quickly. I will like we share it with you. So okay, so now that the today's topic is that we want to talk about that passion, loyal passion basis. It is mostly going to relevant to those that if you are a beginner, if you are a solo practice owners, that you need to understand this, how actually this works when it comes to acquisitions, patience, acquisition, even your how you, when it comes to promoting your business and promoting your unique strength. Let's say that dentistry, it has there are so many details and different kind of expertise, sub expertise out there. So some people have their surgery skills, some people have theirs. There are so many like small things that they are expertise in. Some people are like pediatricians, someone's like and good have like general dentistry. So there, you know that there are several form of. So when you define yourself that unique value, that how it will like communicate with your brand masses, and on the channel, that social media, it can be social media platform, it can be website, right? So there here we are mostly going to about that, how you can promote yourself, just defining your brand, and defining your content, not just about like sharing about your day-to-day like practice work, but actually you can actually share that contents, you can share your masses, you can actually convert their patients, and you can actually generate lead from social media from beginning. Let's say that in the beginning that you may not have like the budget, may not have that affordability to design a custom coded websites, but you want to get the appointment done, right? So there are a bunch of like ways that you can actually do that, but highly you can actually not to like focus on just keeping things minimal, keeping things like simple, that you can actually do this from this like social media, right? I can share from my personal experience that everything, that every work that I have generated from, since I have my service based business, right? I'm not selling any product. So when it comes to like selling product, it comes like transactioning my service immediately and get paid. There is no connection with the business owners and the service providers, right? uh, so you can, there is comes to like having a website is like e-commerce businesses they done, but when you are a service provider, let's say I'm a designer in the creative profession, so I have never been like, I remember that I developed my website when I started, but what I found that every patient, every customers or every prospects that I have lead, I have generated through my social media and my content. And I believe that this is the same process for the every service owners that going to be happen. If you are like an like beginner dentist and you just have fresh just passed your degree and you just started to planning you start your business, so you don't have to like think that everything you need to like have fully prepared your website, even branding, right? You don't have to do this, but you can actually plan out some contents, that what are some pain points that actually patients have when it comes to like dental services or dental treatment, right? So you can share them out, that your expertise and your interest, right? So people can then actually relate to on this your problem, relate to the your service, and just know that basic it can be like writing your ideas, writing your practice, different form of like informations that guiding your like audience to know about these things, to know about your service. So you can actually create a community, like you can also build a small like minimum viable audience, and then when you see that you are growing, and you can eventually like start uh, like innovating the things that you need more, look more professional, look more like serious in business, and you are trying to grow. So that's all you will need, you will add in further. So I was like, I wanted to like give you this idea that um, I see that lot of marketing agencies, and they are like, I would be very fair here, to be honest here, that it's not about, as a marketer, I don't feel like it is about selling. It is all about to like helping my audience to know about that what they want, just guiding them towards uh, how they can actually achieve their dream, and eventually let them try for themselves. And you just try yourselves and see that when you see there is so much work that you need to done. And if you like, your main focus is like to focus on your practice, to focus on your clinical expertise. But if you focus on marketing, it's like another kind of like a full-time job. So this is your job, that which one you want to take, you want to choice. So I'm here to like just giving you that idea, sharing this knowledge that you can start like I want to share with you that what is actually that I'm missing as a marketer or as a like brand professional, that how you can build brand. My main purpose is here to build your sustainable brand, right? So that you can build a loyal passionate base, right? Not just like that someone just you have seen and um, need to some quick help, but rather that when you attract that your following your ICP, I mean that ideal client profile, so they eventually turn into your loyal based patients, and uh, they like to come, they like to purchase your service over and over again, right? So this is like brand magics, because people have that problems people need to solve. The way that we actually make that communication, if that doesn't communicate with them, so they take another route. That's the reality here. So here it comes to how we actually show our creativity. So business involved lot creativity, how we do our branding, how do we tell our ideal clients and his story to the people. So there are so many people out there, they are facing the same issues and same challenges. When that you target one person's, so it makes your marketing much easier. So here is the things that today that I want to recap with you, which is that that if you are beginner general dentist, or a cosmetic dentist, or your surgeon, so whatever you are in dental profession, in the dental profession, so you are thinking of to start your private practice, so it is uh, not should be focused on fully on marketing, but you just focus on to execute that you are in the business, right? And you start to booking appointment on online. It doesn't have to be a premium exquisite website. Rather you just start from your social media. It's a kind of communication tool, and it's works, right? It's and there are so many people, so they got significant amounts of impact growth on social media. From social media they takes their clients on their website. So you just can just also create, and just here I can also give you the quick examples that how you can actually also make a list of your ideal clients. When you when that you share your contents on social media, that there is highly chance to convert them. And when they come, then you can also make a list of the make a list of them. And then eventually you will, as I mentioned earlier, that you can develop further uh, when you have that the regular passion base, and you are like hitting decent amount of patients every month. So this is like an easy way that start your practice. The core motive here is today's conversation is to start your practice, start your business. You are never going to learn without starting the practice, starting your business, starting your own um, office. So this is, you really need to know and avoid all of this marketing and thinking about those things that you actually can't afford right now. And when you have that minimum, and then you can see that you can afford this, and you just need to find it like a creative partner that really understand your needs and understand your match, not just for one time, but you can work with them for long term, and they can also give you the same value. So it's not about to be loyal for patients, it's you have to be loyal for choosing your creative partner as well, right? So it's not about creative partner. When you run business, there will you will find so many areas you need to connect with them. You will need your supplies, you will need require to your insurance. I know that there are many misconceptions about this, because I am just learning about those things and processing that information. I will be talking about these things um, later on. So I'm just learning about this. So today's main key emphasis that I want to give with you, share with you, that you just need to focus on like minimizing your process, minimizing your practice at the beginning, that you have a social media presence and you can share some of your like work and just start your business, and you just don't need to like focus on that high quality stuff at the beginning, but you should have to like act in business if this is the core message here today. And hopefully that you have find the useful or not useful. Please let me know in the comment. I'm also right in the beginning phase of my this building in public brand, because I feel like that what is holding me back in the day, because of I was not speaking authentically, I was not sharing myself, even that was holding me back, because I had a misconceptions of I'm not good enough, right? And I need to be super perfect. And what like changed my mind when I realized that start uh, like authentically and share your journey, right? And when I found that my voice, and I just started to like speaking, because I saw that as I started to follow my purpose, because it's like helping genuinely people. When I started to like share my voice, it might help other doctors, because my purpose is right now that every doctors deserve a personal brand, and a business that actually give them the alignment of their practice, give them a meaning, give them their story behind of their sacrifices, behind these contributions. So that's the purpose that I am working on. So I would highly appreciate your support, your encouragement. At the same time that I follow this, I am following my all this journey in the public, because of I want to give my fellow neighbors and fellow young generations to like that I am from that background, and that the society, they are like little financially, even that educational way, they are holding them, limiting their belief. And it is all about like to cultivating a growth mindset and confronting the fear, right? And so it's just a way that I was like sharing my journey. It's up to you that how you guys actually accept it or not. So that's it for today. So I will be like sharing more of the stuff of like design, business, and branding. So feel free to share it with your friends and families, so that hopefully they will find some encouragement. And the dentist and the healthcare professionals also, they will get some encouragement of building their brand. So yeah, now it's time to like finish this today's podcast, and I will see you in the next one. Good night.